Hey. Let me know if you rotate your phone, if you can see this, because, you know, I'm always new to being live. And are you guys able to see this on when you rotate your phone? Google told me that's what would happen, but I need to know because this is my first one. Let me see. Did we get it? I hope so. I hope you guys can hear me. Hey, James, can you hear me? I always happen to say that. Hey. I wish I knew how to get this to show. Okay, James just went on there and I can hear that you guys can hear me now, so that's good. So, hey guys, welcome to Mom Likely Live. This is a little bit different than what I usually do, so bear with me because you guys, every time I try to go live, I always mess up. I have to learn the new features of being live. And so I'm not automatically sure on how to read the chat. So let me just go into what my plan is. So it's been a while since you've seen me, and I'm going to jump right into it. So one of the reasons why I haven't really been to Mom Likely is because I've been struggling to edit. So I figured, you know what, now that I've made some time in my schedule, I should try to just go live. So my plan is to every Sunday morning just go live and we clean and do stuff together instead of me trying to do a video. Then where are my excuses? That eliminates the barrier for me trying to hang out with you guys if I'm just live because I'm doing some other stuff. I see some of you guys are in here. Hi, thanks for joining. It's so weird. I'm always like, oh, let me look at here. It's not showing me my... I promise. The next one's going to be better. I really promise. I just have to figure out how to use this. No matter how much you research Google or look at how to do stuff, you'll never know until like you're actually hands-on and you have to figure it out. So please be patient with me. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing some cleaning and I'm just going to talk to you guys and I'm going to try to respond to your guys' comments just like I do with videos. What? Thanks. Aw, Boo, you're so cute. So I'm going to get some stuff cleaned up in here in the kitchen and we're going to chat about where I've been, what I've been doing. And then I just told you, like, that's the plan for Mom Likely is I'm going to be going live instead of doing a video. And I'll still make videos and edit them when I can, obviously when I'm able to get back to it. Or when I'm able to hire somebody, because I told you guys in a previous one, I still would love to be able to hire somebody to edit my content. But I'm just not in a place to do that. It's literally been 6 months since I've uploaded a video, and that's a really long time. A really long time. And I apologize, but I'm kind of one of those people, and you're going to get to know me a little bit better in being live because I have a hard time with, I'm not like a people pleaser saying no and all that stuff, but I have a hard time in telling myself no about doing things. You know what I mean? Like everything that I want to do, I want to be able to do everything all the time and I just can't. But now this is how I'm going to delete those excuses and we're going to get to work. So this drawer right here needs to be cleaned out. My silverware drawer, I need to clean out this drawer, that drawer, this stove. I want to show you guys some of these products real quick and we're going to do these dishes. I haven't even been on many people's lives either when they are cleaning, except for like on Facebook and that. So I am sideways. Try to rotate your phone. Does this make you see me? April's corner, does this make you see me? Okay, so what I was trying to do, so dang it, this makes me mad. So I did it wrong then. So next time what I'm trying to do is I want to be in the other orientation. So that way when you guys watch on the playback, like when others watch who can't come to the live, they're able to throw me up on their TV or watch me on their phone like normal, like they would a regular YouTube video. That's what I was trying to do. But if this is the orientation that's working for this, then we're going to stick with this for this one since we're already rolling and rocking. So, okay. So we're going to do these dishes real quick. I don't know if I should play non-copyright music while we do this. Can you hear me? I hope so. I have a mic on. I'm mic'd up today. So hopefully y'all are good there. I'll pop back in and help, or not help, but I'll check on you guys and see if you're saying anything. Because this is new. It's so weird. It's not weird because it's like weird. It's just new. You know what I'm saying? So, but last night, so we made some chicken and I got lazy. I was like, I'm not going to do the dishes because I knew I was cleaning this morning. So I just left them. I have recently put the kids on a chore list. You guys know that's been the death of me forever, trying to get them to help me do things. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like too much of a pushover. Like I let it slide. They don't really get a punishment if they don't do it. But I still try to like, you know, enforce that like, hey, mom has a plan. Let's try to stick to it. But what I've been doing recently is I started a cleaning business. So I've actually been cleaning for a living again, but like with people in real time in my area in Southeast Michigan. And funny enough, it's called Clean Likely, which was inspired obviously from Mom Likely, where, you know, I get to help you guys like virtually with inspiration, motivation. And then I wanted to help people hands-on, like in real life. So I did that and it's going really great. It's been about a year, it's been like 13 months, I think, since I've like launched, well, since I became a legitimized business. So I am registered, insured, you know, the whole shebang. And so that's what I've been doing. And I clean probably between 3, 4, 5 days a week. It kind of varies, but usually about 4 days a week. So I go to people's house and I clean for them, like for regular cleanings, like, you know, our usual cleanup, non-dishes, non-laundry. And then I have people that I go actually like deep clean their house, you know, people who haven't really cleaned in a while or who want like extra stuff done. And it's been really good for me. I'm such a weird person when it comes to like being social, which a lot of people wouldn't really think that. Not really like being social, but hi. More or less like, I don't know. I just got started so young as a mom. I think that I just never really became very outwardly extroverted, I guess is how I would put it. Like I'm very extroverted, but I'm very much to myself. And so the point of my story is that when clients are home and stuff like that, I do enjoy actually getting out and getting to talk with them a little bit and stuff because even doing Mom Likely in that, it was very isolating when I was like, you know, constantly doing this every week. And it took a long time and I wasn't really getting out and, you know, things kind of got stressful. But I've been out in the world a little bit more now and that's great for me. As you might tell, I've lost a little bit of weight from, you know, being out working. I love, love, love a job where I can get in physical activity. And because like that really just kind of naturally helps you stay healthy. And like if you have a goal to like be able to move around and stuff. So like I've been working on that. The kids are doing really great. Savannah is driving, which that's about to give me a heart attack. Like every time she gets behind the wheel. She literally got in a car accident. I shit you not. She got in a car accident the second day she drove after she got her permit. And she was driving with her grandma. And she didn't have her permit on her either. And I was just like, you are kidding me. How does this happen? So that she got like a little bit traumatized. And she didn't drive for a couple months after driver training, like after that. But she's working at it. So as you guys know, I'm trying to get her driving by next year. So she's working at that. So she'll get her license hopefully by the end of the year. And yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with that. James is doing well. He's getting ready to finish his apprenticeship at his work. Hopefully that wasn't like overly loud. Puppies are doing well. And things have just been you know, kind of jamming. I'm trying to reach some new people when it comes to my business. I haven't really been too outwardly crazy with like advertisements or anything like that. Because I'm just working solo. I bring help along like when I need to, but I mainly just kind of do it by myself. Oh, while I'm thinking, I had this here so I wouldn't forget. Do you have oven mitts that are silicone? Because I love these ones because when they get dirty, I actually just wash them. I don't know if that's weird. Do people wash their mitts? I know that's why they make them like this, but I really wanted those mitts so I could wash them. They were pricey, but I like them for that reason. Okay, I'm going to clean these pots and pans real quick. This is my favorite sponge right now. The Scrub Daddy Scour Pad. I don't know. You know, did you actually hear the Scrub Daddy story? Like, it's crazy how much they've blown up on social media from all the cleaners and stuff. But do you know the actual story with Scrub Daddy? It was a man who created the product, the original, you know, Scrub Mommy or whatever, Scrub Daddy. And he created it at first for himself to clean his hands. He was a working man in like, I don't know, construction or something like that. And he was like, yeah, every time I come home, I have a hard time cleaning my hands. So he made the sponge for like the eyes where like his finger holes to like scrub between his fingers and stuff. And I don't know what he called it like at first, but the market for it just wasn't there. So he changed it to, you know, being forward facing for us women, like using for cleaning things. And it just blew up. So I'm so glad it did, because this, like all of the Scrub Daddy products are my favorite. Like I don't even care which dupe you have that's like it. Nothing compares to it. Just from like the closest thing I found is the Aldi brand. I don't know what the brand is called. It's an Aldi brand sponge and it's like a flower. And that one is very similar. I have bought many of those. I use them. But the only difference is that they don't last as long. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's really worth it, because I'm buying double of them, even though they're cheaper, you know. And Scrub Daddy also has a program. They have a recycling program where I think you have to, there's like 5 or 6 of their products. You can save up to 10 of them and you can ship them back to them and they'll give you credit to buy new product off their website, which is really great. The things you learn, right? So what have you guys been doing? What's been new? I know at this point, many of you guys have started new jobs we were talking about, had some babies, you guys moved. So much, like, man, this time has just flew by. I remember I was like, oh, I'm going to post all this stuff. And then real life happened. I was like, and this has always been the premise of my channel, where I'm like, I want to share, but I want to share in the time and motion of what we're doing. And I don't want to fabricate our life just for content. And I don't ever mean like, you know, people that do that are fake, because I don't believe that. I just believe that there's a method to the madness, you know what I'm saying, that people are doing. And we just didn't have the means to do that. So when we were working on the laundry room last, we had a lot to do in there. And I was like, crap, what am I going to do next? Everything I wanted to do, we couldn't do because we just didn't have the funds to do it. And we don't like really put stuff like that on credit. So I was like, okay, well, that's kind of paused. And then life kind of just took off from there. My business kind of started to grow, and I just kind of started being busy. And then what happened was I said, did I tell this story, I think, before yet? I don't know if I told it or not. But at some point last year, I think in May, the worst is when you have a noodle that's stuck to the strainer. Oh my God. If you have to get the noodles out before you let them sit. Otherwise they dry and they're so hard to get out. I'm using a scrubber. But yeah, I told myself, I can't remember if I told this story, but anyways, so I told myself last year, May, that I would try, no, the prior year, I think before that, I'm going to try really hard on Mom Likely, post consistently every week and see if I can get my revenue up, because I didn't really want to work with brands. I didn't really want to push like money on you guys and stuff. And so I worked really hard. My revenue was going well. And then, you know, after the shift with the creators and all that jazz, It fell and fell really bad, and it fell hard, and it kept going down. And so I was like, well, what am I going to do? And that's when I launched Clean Likely. And from there, I said, well, you have to make a decision, because sometimes, it's like especially as a parent, right? Sometimes we really love something or it's really like, thank you, Jetta. We really love something, and it doesn't automatically mean that it's serving us well. And not that it's not well, because like I wasn't making a lot of funds, but I had to really, take a step back and say, hey, what do you want your life to look like moving forward? Because, I'm not a 15-year-old influencer with her whole life ahead of her and time to, do all these different things. Like, I'm a mom, like I'm a wife. My kids are growing up. Like, finally I'm in a place where I have the opportunity to actually, dedicate more time to my career path. James is getting ready to be done with his, and what am I going to do? A lot of you may know, I do suffer from an eye condition that kind of takes away your vision over time. I'm stable right now, fortunately. I don't have, they didn't deem me as somebody with the progressive version of it, but it just felt like I just didn't have a lot of time. And so I had to take a step back and say, well, what are we going to do, Shauna? Like, what are you going to do with your life? You have to make things happen. I'm a strong believer in that. I don't have any elders in my family. Like, I have my mom, but my mom kind of is like doing her own thing. It's not, it's a complicated situation. So I'm kind of like the elder of myself, if that makes sense. I have to like really watch out for myself in that regard. And my husband obviously helps to care well for me, which sounds weird as an adult, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so I had to make those hard decisions on my own. Like, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? And what's the deal? So I said, hey, you need to do Clean Likely. You need to try, you don't know squat diddly about whatever, but you need to figure it out. Start this business. I can still serve my family on my time. I can build my schedule around my time. I didn't do it with the intention I can only work around my time, because, things are picking up and I still have to show up when I don't want to. But it's more customized. You know what I'm saying? My schedule versus like getting a traditional job. I'm making a hot mess. I hate cleaning that thing so much. And that's why I barely ever use it. I made those chicken wings and I just want them to be like extra crispy when in the oven. And usually like I'll just put them on the pan, but that was gross and I hate it. And I probably have like bits of chicken everywhere, and that's gross because I have somewhere to go in a little while. But whatever. So anyways, I said, girl, you need to get your shit together. That's the point of the story. And you need to actually commit to doing something that's going to be really good and beneficial, not only for like your personal growth, but also for like, the health and longevity of your family, contributing to the family. And as a mom, it's hard. Like, it's hard for all moms. And like, I feel for single moms as well. I feel for y'all. And that's kind of one of the other things that's hard about social media, like finding my voice on here, because I'm kind of the type of person where I have a really easy time understanding that two ideas can exist at the same time. And I also I learned recently through watching like these shorts and stuff on Facebook and stuff that people just say anything. And as a YouTuber, like, I've heard some shit, people have just said things to me too, but people are really, really open on short form, like on Facebook and Instagram, like the younger crowd, I think. And like, I get it, and they're very opinionated, and I love that they share, but some of the stuff, like, I could never say, because I understand that, like, things can hurt people. And it's been hard for me to share sometimes, because I'm like, well, I might feel this way, but this is okay. Or, just because of this, like, I don't know if I'm making any sense here. It's always hard for me to explain this side of my brain, because like, I might feel strongly opinionated about something, and I'm not going to lie to somebody about an opinion that I have. But I'm not going to automatically downplay how they're feeling about a situation because they're entitled to feel that situation for themselves, right? I can self-validate how I feel without the other person being like wrong or bad, I guess. And that leads me to a lot of things that go on in my life sometimes that I would share because like I'm pretty much an open book. It's just, have you ever just felt like sometimes stories just aren't yours to share? And I don't know if it's a trauma response for myself or what on why I withhold. And I don't withhold in like an avoidant type of like, you know, toxic way. It's just I withhold because I don't deem it important to the person or the situation, I guess, kind of. But yeah, like even parts of my life that I want to share and stuff, I'm like, well, I don't know. Is that intrusive to my child? Is that intrusive to my husband or my friend or my colleague? You know what I mean? Like, even though it's nothing inherently bad, but maybe they don't want to share. So sometimes I just always don't feel inclined to share because, I don't know. Maybe it's because as a child I had to kind of hide parts of my life, I guess, growing up because, you know, the situation I was in, like with the older people, not to be like crazy in this moment with dishes. But I don't know. I've just realized like, dang, you know, sometimes I just don't say anything and it's not because I'm like scared or shy about my life or anything. It's just I don't say anything because I just have this little voice in my head that says, well, maybe no one cares or nobody needs to really know that. And it's not really like about not wanting to share or like about something being wrong to share. It's just, I don't know, something about it. It's just something I've been working on. Anyhow, that was a lot of dishes. I hate putting my pots and pans in the dishwasher if I don't have to. But I love putting them in there when there's only a couple because I hate washing pots and pans too. Thank you, Denzel. I've been good. How have you been? Thanks. So yeah, real quick, let me run these products by you. I took these out. If it sounds like I farted, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't fart, but I'm wearing these freaking Birkenstocks. And when I walk in these, I don't know why, they make the bottom of your foot like make a toot. And I hate that about them. But I promise I didn't like fart on camera or whatever. If you do, you do you, but you know. So anyways, something I've been noticing with my clients and then also just that time of the year. This is my favorite ant trap. Last year, we had ants downstairs in our half bath, but like when we first moved here, but last year in the summer, I came home one day and I didn't post this video. I did film some of it, but I didn't post it because like things got crazy. There was ants all under here crawling into my cabinets every which way. I about had a heart attack. So I went crazy and bought all this stuff. And after a couple days, they died and went away and it was perfect. But this is the one that really took them out right here. So I put these in the spot where I found them coming in at. I definitely recommend this over those little square ones. You can turn them backwards. You can even tape these down if you're worried about your pet or child getting them. It has an opening on one side. I would just open it and face it the opposite way where you know, they'll get in there. They'll find a way, I promise. And this is this bed bug powder. This is Diatomaceous Earth. I have this one because of this nozzle and it all does the same thing. But this stuff right here kills all hard body exoskeleton bugs. So spiders, beetles, whatever you could think of that's getting in your house where you don't want them. You just need to put a little bit of this around and keep it there. But it has to go only in the perimeters of your house and like away from where your pets are going to lick and eat it. If you have birds, I wouldn't put it like near your birds. But yeah, I really recommend this stuff because it will help a lot. You can put this outside too to ward off ticks and stuff. This one has some extra chemicals in it as well for like if you are concerned with bed bugs, but I really love this stuff. I put this in the crevices along, you know, like wherever as soon as the spring hits, and it helps a lot with ants. Also, if you haven't yet, put your sugared goods and dry goods in containers because that'll keep them away. And one thing I had to change which was annoying, but this is where they were going, is I had to put all my honey in a bag. So I haven't seen the ants yet, but I've just been preparing for them mentally because I freak out every time. But I put my honey in a bag. And the last thing that you're going to want to do if you're concerned with ants coming in your house this year is all your oil bottles. Make sure you just tighten your caps and wash the bottles and make sure that they're sealed, because those are all the points where I found the ants were going, is to the honey, to the dry goods, and to my oil bottles. I don't know. That's everything that was open. As a reminder, the gnats love citrus, so be careful with your lemon peels and orange peels and stuff. That's usually what brings those about. Okay, let's move on now. So I really want to clean this. Did you hear that? Did you hear my foot? Oh my God, it kills me. You know how many times I've been walking in the store and that's happened, and I'm like looking around like, I promise y'all, I didn't do it. Oh my gosh. Anywho, this is my jam, this plastic thing. I don't go overboard with organization. It's cute, I love it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't manage it. I'm very much, well, I don't know. My organizing type is macro organizing. And so I love to macro organize with like a lot of stuff, which is basically broad category and open containers. Like that's what serves me the best to keeping with the system. I don't care how cute it is. I don't care how cheap it is. I'm not going to do it if it's not going to work for me in a functional way. Like I'm just not going to do it. I don't care if it's mean. So this is how I do it. I just, you know, I like things out in the open where I can see them, and I kind of like them to have a category, but I don't want to be like over categorized where I'm like, you know, putting each little type of thing in its own tiny section. You know what I mean? I just don't have the patience for it because, you know, that's a lot going on, man. But some people, you know, that suits their brain and that's for them, and it's just not for me. Let me get some paper towel. Oh, that's another thing too. This right here, these little orange ones, if you shop at Home Depot, I'm a microfiber, like I'm obsessed with microfiber cloths. My favorite ones are the automotive ones that are like the 16 by 16s. If you are on the fence about microfiber cloths, I love that size. Also, Midwest Magic Cleaning just came out with his own microfiber cloth, which I really want to try. It's a different kind of material. If you have trouble with the material of this, it feels like this because those tiny fibers are so microscopic that it's actually grabbing the bacteria and stuff off of the tabletops and whatever. But he made some that are like a different stitching, so you don't get that same like, you know, neurodivergent like reaction if you want to check those out. But I got these at Home Depot, and these are like thin versions. I don't know if you've seen them, that's why I'm just showing you them. They're thinner than a microfiber cloth, but you can still wash them and they tear off the roll. I mean, obviously they don't go back on the roll, but it's cool how you can buy them. It's like $10, I think, for a 50 pack. I've been using them in my cleaning business, so I like these. Really, really good deal. I'm gonna put some soap in here. This here, it has some alcohol in it, so that way it's like sanitizing. What I love about alcohol is that it only takes like 30 seconds to sanitize from the most household things that we have to fight against. Oh wow, I should have vacuumed this out maybe. I don't have a good vacuum to fit in these, which I hate. But I'm like, man, I have so much tools. And now with my business, I'm like, I have so much crap. And it's crazy because I still want more. The funniest part is right now as a house cleaner, I literally don't even have my own vacuum. Like our vacuum broke and I haven't even bought a new one yet. I've been brooming, dustpanning it for about the past 3 weeks, I think, which has been crazy with the dogs. But I've been doing it. Can you see this in here? Can you see that yuckiness? Let's see. There you go. Yeah, so it's been rough with the dogs, not being able to like just vacuum everything up because I have to sweep a lot more. But I don't know. I've been doing it. It's been whatever. I've just been putting all my energy, honestly, into my cleaning business and showing up for my customers because I've been trying really hard. It's always so weird to do something new. And like I've been doing that. It's taken me about a year to get all that stuff worked up and together with like my systems and my website and like all that kind of jazz. So I've been taking my time doing my thing. But I'm like, you know what? You need to go back to Mom Likely. Like I freaking miss you guys so much. I miss chiming in and like sharing. And this is like, you know, you do something for so long and it really does become a part of you and you're like, huh, something's missing. And like, that's where I'm at. And I know that I'm not going to like make that much money by doing the format like this. Or I don't know if many other people besides y'all are going to watch like on the playback, which that's why after this one, I will be changing the orientation because I think more people can enjoy it in the playback. because this was like the only option that I had right now. I'm just like, how else can I make sure that I can show up consistently and hang out with you guys if I, I'm still worrying about editing. So I'm trying to eliminate that. Let me get a towel. Somewhere in my brain said, put everything from in there inside of the silverware thing. I don't know why, because I need to clean that thing. We're going to try to dump it because we don't have time to be, taking each thing out. And that's another thing too. That's another thing I've learned from being so busy and getting out of my head, like where I have to follow a strict system. Like on Mom Likely, I always have a strict system on getting things done because, like, I don't know, I'm a system builder. I like efficiency. Any job that I do, I like to build this efficiency into it. We'll have to reorganize after, and that's fine. But I want to sanitize this. So that's the important stuff. So, yeah, so I've always followed this way that I go about things. I have an order that I like to clean my house. I like to use certain things, yada, yada. And with my cleaning business, I've had to also learn how to, navigate life and cleaning my own house. That's crazy. Like to have, and it's the case for a lot of us. Like when you clean for a living, your house oftentimes is atrocious. You know what I mean? And as you guys know, like it's funny because some of my clients know about my channel, and one of my things is like I'm a no judgment cleaner, and I'm just like, you guys don't know what my house has looked like. I promise you, I'm not judging you. Like I'm here to help, and it's just so crazy because sometimes people get like what's the word I'm looking for here? You get perceived a certain way based on things like, oh, you're a professional cleaner. Your house isn't clean though. How are you going to help me? You know what I mean? But I'm like, I promise. I got you, girl. I promise. Sometimes we just all can't keep our ish together and I got to hire me and me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's been really funny. But the funniest thing too is the people that I service, actually, I have families that I've helped that, have like a lot going on. But most of the people that I service actually they want things cleaner because they want their time. And it's not even really that things are like really even that messed up. They just want me to step in and be that partner with them. And that's been nice. I enjoy both though. And it's cool because, this is one of the crazy things, but on YouTube how everybody's house and everybody's aesthetic and everybody's everything just kind of starts to look the same. And it's been really cool being out there in the real world cleaning for people, and everybody's house is so different, you guys. Like, oh, I'm just like, wow, is this what it's like off the internet? Like everybody's house is just so different, so much character. Like the things they have from like, I don't know. I don't have anything either from like any elders in my family. Like some of you know that kind of like that story a little bit too. But like everybody has stuff from like their grandparents and it's old, or some of it's broken, or it's new and curated, and it's just so cool seeing everybody else's houses. I love that because that's their space. That's who they are, and I love that. I've really enjoyed that about being in people's houses. But again, not judging, As a professional cleaner, I have to have good judgment on what needs clean, but I'm not judgmental. You know what I mean? In my Cardi, but you know what I'm saying? I love her. Oh my God. That's insane. I'm going to see, what's that guy's name? If you guys have ever seen him, it's Derek Cahill. I think is how you say his name. Oh my God, he's so funny. He's the what the hell my house guy or something. Or like, welcome to another riveting episode of F This House. You ever seen him on Facebook? He is so funny. And I got tickets to go see his show with my friend. And I'm like really excited to go see him because he's funny. That's something I'm getting ready to do. Next week, me and James are going to go on a date too, which we rarely ever get to do. But we're going to go to the movies and see, what's it called? The Drama, I think. It's got Robert Pattinson from Twilight. And who? Is it Zendaya? Zendaya, I think, is her name. Hi, Tamara. And we're going to go get some Mexican food after that. And I'm really excited about that because your girl loves a meal. She don't have to cook. Okay. Okay. Shove this back in here. Start organizing this stuff back. How long have I been on here? Does it say? Yeah. Okay. We are good. What do you guys think of this though? Is this too much? Is this like overbearing? Is it weird? I know I'm not going to reach everybody on my channel with these lives, but I'm hoping this will be a good format because this is definitely what I'm leaning towards. So you'll have to let me know how you feel about it because you're here. So I'm asking your opinion for sure. Or what could I include? Should we put music? Should I play like my YouTube music in the background? Like, would that help instead of just hearing like, you know what I mean? Let me know. I actually like it like that better. The other thing too that's really funny is when we moved here, we got our silverware sets. And this used to bother me a lot by having the different silverwares. And now we've just gone back to having different silverware. And it's funny because Jordan calls this one like her fork. They say it's ADHD thing, but like honestly, do you have that silverware in your house where you're like, that's my item, you know? James likes the big ones. I like the small ones. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Just put the silverware in there. What I hate is when you use a silverware and it bends because it's just not strong enough. But if it's strong enough, I don't even care what it looks like. I don't care what color it is. Just put it in there. We got food to eat and we have the utensils to do it too. I'm gonna have to do this. I have not as many things that go to each thing because we've lost them. And, you know, kids just love stealing your spoons and digging up holes in the backyard and leaving them out there for the dog to chew. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. That's okay. I'll grab that one in a second. Ooh. Can you ever have enough, like, kitchen stuff? I don't know. I feel like there's still some things I need. I need a better ice cream scooper. I definitely should have a second can opener. Do you have two? I don't know. As I was asking that question, I just thought about that guy. That guy on Facebook, he's like, hey, it's 2 o'clock. You ever just mow your grass? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know his name, but he cracks me up making fun of, like, the influencer people. I love that so much. So much has changed. So much has changed. Like, even being live, I'm like, man, I've never even really been live like this on my channel where I've done stuff. And I kind of always talk about the same stuff when I'm doing my video. Look at all these. When the kids do the dishes, well, not always now because they've learned, but when they first started doing the dishes, they didn't understand the concept of putting the big side down. So many of these broke off in my dishwasher because, you know, they were putting them in there the wrong way. I don't know how to use chopsticks, but James uses chopsticks. A lot of this stuff, I don't even know why it's in here. That means it's time to throw it away. Some of this stuff I never use. So I put that stuff in the back because I don't even need to see it, you know? This is a hot mess. Butter knives. I love these tongs from Dollar Tree. I keep these in here for salad, and you can have like a lot of them if you're having a party, like if you're getting ready to do Easter. If you don't want to, like, you know, use plastic ones or have to throw it out and stuff. Put all this away. You know, I got a KitchenAid over here. I think I've shown that since then, and I've barely used it. I don't even know what to do because, like, I'm like, I don't want to mess up any bread, but I want to make some bread. And then, like, I was making cookies for a while, but then, like, I started gaining weight. So I was like, okay, I can't be a cookie maker, right? Because, like, I don't want to have to deal with that because I have, like, a sugar thing. Like, I have to refrain from the sugar, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll just keep eating it. So if I want to, like, keep my weight in check, like, I have to just not have it. And then when I have it, I have it. Like, I'm not overly restrictive. It's just I can't keep it in the house. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll go out and get it, or I'll get it sometimes. My tummy is rumbling right now because I'm hungry. Did you see that thing from that meme? My favorite meme right now is of the dogs, and he's like, my tummy's rumbly. Mother, I hunger. Why do you starve me, mother? Freaking love that one. Oh my God. Okay, this is all nice and clean now, which is good. Last week I had a crash out, and when I had the crash out, I came home from work after like a long day. We were doing all this stuff. And then I went through and I completely cleaned the kitchen. So I wiped the outside of my cabinets. I did the inside of my oven, fridge, all these different things underneath my range hood. And then these are just the things I didn't get to then because, like, you know, I ran out of stamina. But I did like all the major things. This constantly needs help though. So we're going to clean in here. This nasty thing right here. Where do you get those covers? I've seen them at Dollar Tree in the past, but like, where do you get one of those covers? Hi, Angela. Feminine Budgets, hi. I'm coming back today, as of today, but my format's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be, if you're just chiming in and people left and came back, I'm going to be doing lives every Sunday morning, cleaning in the kitchen, chatting, chitter chatting, not just in the kitchen. We're going to go all around the house, but I've been having an issue with trying to edit. So I'm going to eliminate that barrier for a little while and just go live on Mom Likely instead of having to edit. So that way I can still chime in, we can hang out, but that I don't have to edit. So if you like this format, come on by, say hi, let's chat. If not, that's okay. I plan to be back at some point, but I don't have the answer right now because I've just been busy. But you know, everyone wants to have their cake and eat it too. So I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just trying to make a way. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make a way. I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too. I want to be on YouTube, and I want to have my full-time cleaning business, and I want to be a mom, and I want to be a good friend, and I want to be a good wife, and I want to be a good person in the community. You know what I mean? And, you know, all the different hats we always try to wear. And I don't always know the best way to go about it, but your girl tries. Okay? I do try. But this is my new version of actually trying, because I can't keep not uploading, waiting for the perfect time, because I don't have the perfect time. And if there's anything I'm really good at is just making a way and figuring it out, and it might not be, you know, what everybody else has in mind. And that's okay. Okay. I love these towels. I bought this towel from Walmart. Really big, and it feels weird when you first buy it because it's new and it has all those like weird whatever on it, but after you wash it 1 or 2 times, it gets so good and like it holds up, you know. I love this one. I actually got them for my bathroom, but I use my towels wherever. I just clean them and put them wherever because I change them out like probably every 2 days. If it's been an intense cooking day, I'll throw it at the end of the night, but usually I do this. Hot mess. Okay, let me clean the inside of here too. Close that. I got rid of a bunch of glasses. We just recently went through everything. This is all my dishes. I've noticed I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to dishes. So this is all of our bowls, plates, and cups, with the exception of like a few in the basement bar and then like whatever's in the dishwasher. But I have a pet peeve with having too much products in the bathroom, too much makeup, and too much dishes. I don't know why, but that's just my thing. I try to keep those in a containment system. I think they're easy to buy. I think they're easy to overbuy. And that's just one of the ways that I limit myself in those areas, just to try to stay organized and, you know, save money. My kid was like, Jordan was like, hey, I said, can you go get my tweezers? She's like, where are they? I'm like, they're in my makeup box. She's like, your makeup box? Where's that at? I'm like, dude, I have one makeup box. I've had one makeup box your whole life. Get with the program, sister. Oh my gosh. I was just recently making a reel about that too. I'll share that. Yeah, for you guys who haven't seen me in forever, like I haven't been posting like crazy, right? I haven't been over posting, but I have been active on my Mom Likely Instagram, on Instagram, and on my personal Facebook for a little while. I moved away from Mom Likely Facebook and went on to my personal Facebook to post. And some of you guys followed me over there, but I didn't make a huge deal out of it. You know, I was just kind of trying to stay, you know, around when I was on my little hiatus. But yeah, there's a couple videos over there from when I was, you know, gone over in my reels. Mix up here. I don't use the microwave very much. Like, we just heat food up in here every now and then, or like we use it for popcorn, but we don't really make very many like microwavable things. Occasionally the kids will use it for chicken nuggets, but my microwave stays pretty clean for the most part. On the outskirts of it, it has its times, don't get me wrong. They all do, but I try. I just cleaned underneath this too and got the crumbs because, like, you know, we were just talking about the ants and I'm traumatized at this point. I don't want to see them, you know? So there's that. And every day when I clean, I don't know. I try to clean the kitchen every day. Sometimes I don't. I try though. It's the one area I try to clean every day. And I always wipe this down and I spray this with my alcohol or whatever just to try to sanitize it. That's this. I keep alcohol, water with a little bit of dish soap in here. And this is my like all-purpose cleaner. Okay, what's next? Put this back in here. I actually have a list because, you know, it's easy for me to get off task. There's that. Let me grab it and see if I missed anything. This part of my kitchen is a hot mess too. If you look at this side, I got trash I haven't taken out. My little, what do I call this? I don't know. Like my cooker stand. Is that what I should call it? That's basically what it is. It's not tall enough. To this point, I'm actually getting sick of this. I love this idea, but I'm kind of irritated by it because the dog, he gets up here. Usually these aren't here. They're usually up here, but I had my calendars up here. But typically like the dog, he'll get up here, the little one, and he started stealing our buns and our bagels and our chips. And he'll straight up just like take the bag of chips and run under the kitchen table. And the weirdest part about him is that it's kind of like a sock or a shoe that he doesn't chew up. He just nibbles at it and wubbies it, and then he just leaves it under there. And if his brother don't find it, it's just chilling there. And I'm like, dude, you're just stealing food and hiding it. You a squirrel, you know? But whatever. So, what else do I have here? Oh, I was going to make a poll. I just didn't know how to make a poll on here. Oh man, I don't know if I can even figure it out in the moment. So maybe I'll do it after. But I was just going to ask you guys, what do you want to clean next live? If you cared or not, because I was thinking of doing the living room, dining room, where we do like under the couch, windows, dusting, TV. Or I was going to do our main bathroom where I have the shower tub and then wash the walls up there. So maybe you could put it down there and see and tell me what you want to do. If not, I'll pull the channel after because we have 7 days to decide. So like, you know, and you know, we do what we want. So we can always decide and change our mind. If you want to see something else, let me know. My plan though is like an hour is what I'm thinking for lives. Because I think that gives me a lot of time to get through things. This took me a little minute because I had dishes. I don't expect to have dishes every time, you know, unless you guys like that thing, but I hate doing dishes. I really do. This is something I have to clean though. This is something I actually just started offering to my customers. I shouldn't really say customers. I mean clients. They're my clients. I have this here for our puppy chow. Oh, wait, you can't even see me. There we go. Let me show you this. It's so gross. I clean this often too, but it just gets nasty. This is probably 2 weeks, probably that it's been like that. And it just gets so gross. So I have to sanitize that and clean it because it's nasty. The kitchen table is a hot mess too, because actually here's the dog's breakfast, but they're not going to eat this right now because I'm about to clean their stuff. So I actually had, it took us weeks. I'm talking weeks. It was probably 3 weeks that I was trying to do this. I got Jordan a new bed and she wanted a bigger bed because she had a twin. And she's been waiting for a bigger bed. And I was like, man, I just can't really justify buying one right now. So I found one on Facebook Marketplace and we just couldn't get on the same schedule with the guy selling it. Look, ugh, that's like real time gross. See that? It stinks too. It's so nasty. Poor babies, my poor dogs. But yeah, so we couldn't meet up. And so I waited. And finally, we got to the point where we did actually link up with this guy. And he sold us this bedroom set for Jordan. And it is so cute. She didn't want me to film the transformation, so I didn't. You know, I always let them decide. Like, do you want me to show it or not? Like, we're doing work and I'll show it. But if you don't want me to, then, you know, then I won't. So I didn't. But yeah, I'll show. I can still show a picture of it, but it's a wooden bed frame, kind of fits the vibe, you know, like we have here. Like kind of, what do you want to call it? Let me grab a different sponge because you know I'm not going to use this one for the dog bowl. What's it called? Vintage, I guess. Traditional. But that's the vibe of it. And it's just like a dresser that's like fit for her. And 2 dressers actually, and a bed frame. And then it came with a mirror. And it's super cute. Oh, crap. Oh, I might have threw away my dog sponge and didn't realize it because I said I wanted to get a new one. And I don't think I got a new one. So I'm going to switch to this. Actually, Aldi Scrub Mommy. This is the one I was talking about. I really love this one from Aldi. This one is the double-sided one. And the yellow one is the full-on scrubby one. Like Scrub Daddy. And this is like the Scrub Mommy. The Aldi version. But I'm going to convert to using this for the dog's bowls. So they have their own. But yeah, so she got a new bedroom set and she redid her walls. Her walls were nasty. She was painting on her walls, coloring on the walls. Like, that was pissing me off so bad. And then I was like, you know what, whatever. But I'm not going to clean it. I said, you're going to clean it because I'm tired of it. You know, like, I've spent years and years and you know this. So I did. We cleaned it together. Don't get me wrong. But she did. She did the walls and she was like, oh, it's coming off nice. And she did a good job. She was so diligent. I was really proud of her. And she knew, like, what to do. And she was like, oh, well, this cleaner won't work. And I'm like, all right, girl, you've been catching on. Okay. So that was cute. I was proud of her. But it looks really cute. But we still have all that stuff, point of my story, on the kitchen table because I haven't hung it up. Because she's been waiting for me to, like, help her rehang stuff. She's got some posters. And then she's got, like, a pictures that she did. She kind of did like the scrapbooking thing in her picture frame where we used some pictures, but in some of the picture frame slots, she just kind of put like little stickers or like, you know, little things that she had and made it like customizable to her own. We found a frame at Goodwill and it was actually a really nice one. But yeah, we found that and she just customized it, but I got to hang it up for her. It's looking good. Put some of this on here to sanitize this. Sometimes I use bleach on this, but since I've converted to using alcohol, I try to just stick to this. And honestly, with your dog products, like, oh, look at that. Look at that. It fell out of the cabinet. That's why I didn't see it. Anyways, this was from Dollar Tree, and this was their, like, non-scratch steel sponge. It's so old, though. It's tired. It's retired. Whatevs. Let me clean this out. But yeah, that's what's going on there. I wanted to, another thing I'm proud of for my cleaning business is I got some car magnets for my business where you can look at my car and see like my business name and stuff. And I really want to wrap my car, and that's kind of where my dream is right now. If one day I can turn my vehicle into a wrapped business vehicle. Oh, that's satisfying. I love that. All right. It's so funny because in my head, I'm like thinking about how I would do this as a video. And I miss it because I love laying out my videos because I'm a creative person. I love that kind of stuff. I don't have the time right now. I am still, it's funny because my friend actually started a business too, and she wanted me to freelance for her with helping her with content and a little bit of like strategy and all this other stuff. And I was like super excited because, you know, that's what I'm native to. It's what I love. Like, I don't know. Not like I don't know. You know what it makes me think of? And I think where I got it from was, remember back in the days on like Degrassi, where you always had like, what was her name? What was the mixed girl's name? Liberty. Like you always had Liberty and Emma, and like, you know, I always admired like the cool tech smart girls. Like the cool girls were cool in every show too, but I've always admired the girls who were like the girls taking care of their shit. And so yeah, living that life, doing media things and stuff, it just, you know, kind of brings on like that feeling, I guess. Kind of like relates it to that nostalgia for me. It's something I wanted to do. And I didn't, like, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I mean, obviously this lifestyle wasn't realistic then because it didn't exist. But, you know, classic, what do you want to do? Be a lawyer, be a social worker, be a police officer, and all that stuff. But now we have like all these really other cool things that you can do. And somewhere along the line, you know, I just kind of wanted to do this. I don't know. When I was 14, I actually uploaded a video on YouTube, like doing a Britney Spears funny skit. And it was just really bad. I was embarrassed and that account got lost. I tried to find it so many times. And that was what I wanted to do at first, was comedy. And that's when the videos were only allowed to be 10 minutes long. Because like it was that long ago. I was 14. But then I stumbled upon this when I had my kids and it just suited my life. And you know, I don't know, I've been rocking with it ever since. Ladies on here have changed my life tremendously since the moment I started watching YouTube. And that's when I was like, hey, that's what I want to do. I want to do that too. And I did it. Hey guys, welcome to my life. But yeah. So I'm like, is it like, people deem it like, I mean, I have a successful channel. It depends on what people would think and not, but I'm in the statistics of a successful channel. And, you know, I don't make a full living off it, but that doesn't mean that it's not. It's just I'm not monetized the same way as other people. I think we vibe, and I think that that's what matters. It's so funny too, because like even James and the kids, like I posted some reels about them and I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna put y'all on blast. I can't imagine what my channel would have looked like though if my family would have been on board with wanting to do it with me, because we would have been really off the wall, because we are kind of crazy, guys. I'm not strict, but like, you know, I kind of got to be hard on everybody. So like that's why I love this, because I get to like be in my own zone. People's behavior don't matter when I'm cleaning the house, chatting with you, like taking care of our stuff. Like it really is a time when you can just like do your thing, you know? I don't know. I've grown like a, you know, when you do something for so long and it becomes part of you, where like, you know, you do something and it becomes a habit after so long, blah, blah, blah. Then it's like second nature. And that's really how it feels when it comes to like doing hard things. Because I'm like, I have these hard things to do. And at this point, like they're really not that hard for me, because I've been doing them for so long that I actually get that good dopamine experience from doing them, because I've grown to enjoy doing them. So cleaning my house now, you know, not only is it satisfying and I don't want to do it, but it actually makes me feel better, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I know this is loud. Just give me 1 second. Oh, please don't fall on the floor. Usually what happens to me is it comes out the top and those 20 pieces always land on the floor and make a mess, but I did a good job this time, so it's good. Kind of has a, unfortunately, he's doing fine, but he has a fatty thing under his armpit. Where's my ghetto broom? I lost my broom, so I have this ghetto broom at the moment because I need to fix the bottom of it. It's really, really bad because I swept my porch with it. But I have to get it out of here. I didn't buy a vacuum. I have to take him to the vet before I forget, but he has to go to the vet because I want to get it checked out. But according to Google, it's just like his breed and they kind of get that. So it doesn't appear to be anything like too bad. But so, stick this back over here. Let's trash this way. I want to get a new vacuum. And I didn't pick one because Shark had rolled out like, you know, all these new vacuums and I was lost on what to get. And with this house being bigger, but with these pets, like I like having a corded vacuum, but I love having a corded or cordless vacuum for home use because I just like the ease of being able to take it up and down all these levels and in and out of rooms. And it just makes cleaning easier for me. So I really love that. But I was like, dang it, I don't know what to get. And Shark rolled out all those new Detects. And I was like, they're really expensive. We had our Shark for like 5 years, I think, before it broke. And it actually only broke because of it getting dropped. And I seen the new one has a feature where you can like put it up on the wall. Can you see this? Oh my God. So bad. So bad. Yes. I know. A woman's job is never done. I know. Here we are doing the things. I do believe like that's, you know, we got to do it. Like men do good things. I admire men so much. I tell you, like sometimes I have a hard time because I do love and respect men a lot. Like my stepdad raised me, so I just have a good admiration for men. But I think women just handle so many different things mentally. Like our capacity is just different, I think, for the details. And we have a lot of shit to do. Like we just really do. But yes, to the question, we did figure out where the water was coming from. So in the bedroom where we had our air conditioning behind the bed, we thought it was from getting our new roof put in, like water leaking down and getting in somehow through the foundation or something. Uh-oh. Yeah, but that was not the case. It actually came from that portable air conditioner. In this house, we don't have central air. So we had portable air conditioners going last summer like crazy. And it ended up turning out that that's how the bottom of our bed got molded. That's what ruined the floor. And that's what prompted us to like redo that whole level down there of flooring. So yeah, after we took that out of there, like we did a test and seen that it was, the craziest part was that it was supposed to be like a dumpless system. So it shouldn't have been putting that onto, shouldn't have been leaking water. And it was leaking water slowly and surely. And over the course of like over, I think a month, it had soaked the carpet pad completely. This is my jam right now. They are closing down, but if you've seen on TikTok, calling me, hey James, call Savannah. She just called. Gotta pick up our kid. I don't even know how that came through because I put this on Do Not Disturb, but maybe that doesn't help. But anyways, Tovar's Easy Mop System. I bought a lot of these for my cleaning business, and I love these. I like Cedar too, don't get me wrong, but I love these because they're like cotton. They're just different. I have to find one similar to this when these ones wear down because I have about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 of them. But really quickly though, while I'm here, we're going to clean this up. I want to show you really quickly the difference between these two mops, okay? You guys know Cedar, right? This is the original Cedar. Like I got this back in 2017, I think. When I got my when I started my channel, I bought this bucket and it has held up and it just broke yesterday when I took it out on a clean. I actually have repaired one of the mechanisms in here. I bought a replacement and repaired it myself, but something broke on it now that I can't fix right here. See that? Like I can't fix it now, but check this out. I want you to hear this. Look at this. I'm squeezing this bucket. Can you see that? I'm squeezing this bucket. This is the original. And this is the new one. Okay? Look at it. This is the new Cedar mop. So I love Cedar. I still do. But it ain't built the same, baby, as when they very first started it. It ain't built the same. Even this part right here, like I can kind of flex bend this. And this handle is so sturdy. But like I can't move this at all. So it's almost like this was like 3D printed with like some hard plastic. And this one was just like, I don't know, a replica or something. I understand mass production. I understand the meaning behind it. But like the reason why I spend the money that I spend on some good products is because of quality. I don't really like to buy a lot of cheap things because I don't like to replace a lot of things. So I like to spend good money where good money holds up. And I just had to show you that because I was like, wow, this is so crazy. I feel like I lost a part of myself now because I've had that bucket for so long. So long. But anyways, yeah, I got to trash this baby because a part of the mop broke off that it's not a piece that I can repair. It's a piece of the actual body. And I don't, well, maybe I can replace it. You know what? I'm not going to throw it out just yet. I'm going to see if I can buy a new hole mechanism that goes on the bottom. I'm gonna try it. I love that bucket so much. We've been through a lot. But anyways, I'm gonna fill this mop bucket up because the floor is nasty. What should I mop with today? I actually have everything in the car, so I'm not sure. Thank you. Hi, LaToya. Thanks for joining the live. I'm actually gonna get off here pretty soon because we've been here for an hour now and I gotta wrap it up here in a second. Not to be ending it too early because I just want to mop the floor really quickly. Or maybe I should clean the stovetop too. Let's clean the stovetop too and then we'll get off of here. I'm just gonna use some good old soap, hot water. Whatever floor you have, this is good for whatever mostly floor you have. Unless it's unsealed, then I probably would use something even a little bit more milder. But this is really good for any floor. Don't need any of the fancy stuff. I have lots of stuff, don't get me wrong, but when I'm just in the kitchen doing my thing, and especially if I'm just doing the kitchen, I use this. I lean a little bit more towards fragrances when I'm doing the rest of the house. But I started using a little bit more professional grade products like Odoban, Mr. Clean antibacterial, things like that. The Mr. Clean Gain smells really good. I like that one, which is hilarious because I don't use the Gain detergent either, but it smells really good. What are we doing today? Today we're going to my mother-in-law's for dinner. We usually have Mediterranean food or pizza. I hope we have Mediterranean food tonight, but I don't care what we have because I don't have to cook it. So I'm going to eat it and I'm going to like it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just gotta mop this part of the floor real quick. It's really bad. And I need to get the dog food put back. Let me get you close so you can see what I'm talking about here. Look at it. Can you see that? Look how gross it is. It's really bad. If we were on cam, I would get you closer smoother, but I can't. I did just get this tripod. Hopefully it works out. Maybe I should go taller. I don't know. We'll try. The next video, we're going to be in the opposite orientation. I'm hoping I can do it correctly next time. So if you want to throw me on TV while you actually are cleaning your house, then we can do that like we're in our actual, one of our actual videos. Let me remember where I put my mop stick. Hi, puppy. What are you doing, Connor? Who's a good boy? Hi. Emma, yeah. Hi, yeah. Hi, Ash. What are you doing, Fart? That's Fart. I was telling my hair lady yesterday, I took Savannah to get her haircut at our stylist, and I was telling her how we verbally abuse our animals all the time. And I'm like, we love them so much. We're just mean to them for, you know, for funsies. Oh, yeah, baby. What are you doing? Oh, is she ready? Okay, good. I'm almost done here, and I'm going to go to the Home Depot. I'm done here. Hi. Hi. Oh, he looks so cute. He got a haircut. You're fancy today, my love. Love you too. Let me get this part of the floor. I might have to spray a little something on it because it's so gross. I don't even know. Like, it's so hard to keep this area clean. It's not really that hard if I do it every day, let's be honest. But it's a little bit more grimy when I haven't mopped for a couple days in here on this floor. Oh, also, I didn't even realize what I'm using. So, can you see me? Oh, you see me down here. My bad. I thought you could see me entirely. So, I have this mop stick, right? This is the extra long one. Look at it. It's not the Tovar long, but this one is longer than the original Cedar one. And I got this one on Amazon. So, I'm 5'5". So, if you're like 5'5" or a little taller and you like Cedar and you don't like the mop stick, I think this stick was only like, maybe, it was less than $15. I know that. So, but that's like a really good alternative if you're tired of bending over when you mop with like that little pole, you know, we got to like scrunch down here. But this one, like you can stand up more and mop, which I like. So I'm just going to hit this side a couple times. This side still needs to be swept a little bit. That's what I hate about not having a freaking vacuum. With dog hair and particles on the floor from them going in and out of the house, it just makes it so hard for me to literally just do everything in one go. Because especially this mop that broom that I have right here. Because this broom, the bristles are messed up. And you know, it's not easy to clean with the bristles all jacked up. So now I got some nice shiny bowls for the boys. I keep this here. I picked this up at the, what's it called, thrift store. I just keep this on the side to fill up the dog's water. And I also wash it once a week to like clean it out and make sure, you know, it's all good. You'll have to let me know how you feel about this. Is this a good idea? Sometimes also what might work best for me, y'all might not like too. But this is the only way I know how to keep showing up for you guys every week, is to eliminate the need to have to edit until I'm able to get to a place where I can afford an editor. There's actually a creator here on YouTube who I would love to pay to do my videos. I just can't afford her yet. But the moment that I can, I want to do that. Let me feed them. I'm getting hungry too. I am. I have to go a couple places, and then I have to be somewhere at 3 o'clock. And then we have dinner at 5. Did I do all this? I did all this. Let's put these pans away real quick. I feel all discombobulated because this is my first time, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good for this being my first time going live and cleaning my kitchen. We're making pretty okay time. Right? Depends who you're asking. I'm going to put this crap away. I don't dry my pans. Hate me. I know. I've never dried my pans, and that's because for the longest time, sorry if this is loud. For the longest time, we had a drying rack above our sink at the old house because I also hated to dry my pans. Because while I was thinking about not wanting to do my dishes with screaming toddlers and babies, I said, I don't want to dry my pans. So my husband installed a drying rack. But when we moved here, they haven't followed. I'm too deep in, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of let them chill. Sometimes I put them upside down and then kind of go from there. But that's one of the ways I, you know, expedite my time. Don't dry my pans. They're clean. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me just clean this off. This little spot on my mitten. I'm just doing stuff today. I mean, apart from, you know, obviously my dishes and my floor. But I tried to just do a couple things today that I don't do every single day. Sometimes I wash these entirely. Like I spray them and I'll rub them together and rinse them down. But I recently did that and this just had a small spot on it. I don't know if this was motivating or not, seeing it happen in real time like this. You'll have to let me know. What do you guys think? Blessed? Thank you. Are you going to post this after your live? Yes, I'm going to post it as a video. How are you? Thank you. Yes, and okay, I'm sorry I missed this, but yes, those new pedals break so much faster. That helps it spin better. So that mechanism in there, the little wheel, I ordered that wheel off Amazon and I took my mop bucket apart and I replaced that wheel. I think it was like $12. And I replaced one of the spinners in the wheel that makes the pedal go down. But on that one, that was what I replaced at first. But on that one, what just broke was what was holding that mechanism in. But it looks like that whole part comes apart from the bottom. So I'm going to try to put it together. We'll see. I'm going to let you know if I can get it because I would rather not get rid of it because the durability on that one is so much better. It just is so much better than the new one. So we're going to clean this stovetop real quick and I'm going to show you how to do it because I have a new way of doing it. If you have a glass stovetop, works so much better than what I was doing before. Okay, let me put these away. Something I didn't get to in here that I wanted to do was this spice cabinet because I actually know I need to clean this out really bad before the ants come too because some ants like sugar, believe it or not. I mean, not sugar, but some ants like salt over sugar and that's why they get in your spices too. So I'm going to have to deal with this though at another time. Maybe we'll do this next time and do whatever we decide. If we decide the bathroom or we decide the living room, we'll just add that on to what we're going to do. I also found this in the basement recently, this little crystal plate. These are easy to find at Goodwill and stuff, but I started using this as a spoon rest because sometimes the bigger ones are annoying based on which kind of spatula you're using or whatever. But I like that it's just one big plate. And I've been using this as a spoon rest recently. Oh, I have beans here with a pan that I forgot to wash. I made chili beans last night with the chicken, and I was thinking like, oh yeah, let's make the chili beans. Well, guess what? I made actually hot chili beans, not like hot baked beans is what I thought it was. But like we still ate half of them, but that's what I thought it was. But whatever. So let me show you the before really quickly before we get started. So you can see how bad it is. I'm going to keep it right here because you got to see this. So bad. Does this help? No, that doesn't help at all. Yes. Okay, awesome. I'm glad that somebody's liking the live for sure. Thank you. Yeah, the girls are doing good, girl. They're doing really good. We actually, we started a Monday, I'm trying to get this. We started Monday nights. Mom's Monday movie night is what I started recently. Oh my gosh. That's what I was scared of. You still there? Whoops. Let me put it this way. Okay. We started Mom's movie night recently, and that's been really fun. I've been taking them through like all the like really cool 2000s movies I used to watch back in the day. So like we just watched last week Love Don't Cost a Thing. And then prior to that, we did my other favorite one, which is Miss Congeniality. I love that one. And what else did we watch? I took them through some of the Medea movies. So yeah, we've been doing the movie Monday. What is it? Monday movie night with Mom. We've been doing. Okay, let me find my cleaner. Here it is. This is some good one right here. Okay. So this is what I've been using for my stovetop, which is the Plus Oxy Soft Scrub. Not only does it smell really good, but it just works so good at cutting through these. Excuse me. It doesn't take much, not much water. You're going to be able to tell how quickly it works. But I used to use the scrub paste, or you can use Bar Keepers or whatever. But I don't know, this white one, it just seems to work really good with those spots where you cook on your cooktop and you get those spots in your, what's it called? Your glass. These like burner marks. Okay, this sponge don't work as good as my Scour Daddy one does. This is a Scotch-Brite pad, which I'm not in love with. Let me switch it. I promise that the product is doing the work here. It just takes a second to sit in it. But this one scrubs so much better with it. And everything just starts disappearing. This is a great combo for your stovetops if you have a glass cooktop. Induction top, I mean, I think it's the same. It might be a little different. I don't know if it's completely safe. I would look into it. But so good. You got to scrub a little bit. Don't get me wrong. But look at that though. Because every time I cook on my stovetop, it doesn't matter. Like those marks appear for me. So unless I clean my stovetop every day like this, I get those marks. So I try to clean it like every 2 days or something like that. So obviously it doesn't get out of control. But I just think that's pretty good. I haven't cleaned it in a couple days, so it is a little bit harder to clean it, but still, this looks good for just, a couple minutes. There's times where like in the past I would be scrubbing at stuff and I'm like, how does this come off? It's stained. No, it's not stained. You just need the right product and a little bit of elbow grease and you're good. Put a little bit of this here. I'm going to put a hot rag because this is nasty too. Every time I clean my stove down, I wipe my hood vent down because this gets dusty and greasy from cooking. So I wipe this down every time with it to like maintain it. Okay, let me grab my rag. Have you tried the Swedish cloths too? I use those sometimes. I got one sitting up here. I use it at my kitchen counter for like daily use sometimes. and then you got to wash it and stuff. The only reason why I don't like them simply is because I do wash my microfiber cloths, and I just feel like that's even cleaner than using a washable, reusable Swedish cloth. Because I don't know, can you put them in the washer? I don't know. I've never washed one before, so I couldn't tell you if it washes or dries well. But like, I know people hand wash them, you know, and like kind of just set them back up on their sink. Oh no! But yeah, so much better. And of course, I'm like a freaking triple wiper, so I gotta wipe over things a million times. Sometimes even in videos where you see me wipe something down once or twice, sometimes I still wipe it down a third time because I don't like having any kind of like products on the surfaces. That's why I don't use bleach when I clean. Usually, like I'll use bleach when I clean like my cleaning supplies or something, but I try not to use bleach on my surfaces just because I'm not really for bleach. I don't like the scent. I think it's endocrine disruptor if it's too much going on. But yeah, so I try to lift those products up a lot. Get all this jazz. I need to hand wash this actually. Been buying these cuties from Meijer. I really appreciate Meijer because they sell the cuties in a small pack instead of a giant pack, so that way they don't go bad. That was random, but they're right there, so I thought about it. Okay. And there's that one. I'm going to wash this plate real quick. My sister and my brother are coming over for Easter, and possibly my mom this year. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to leave up my Easter decorations so I can take some pictures with my nephew. Otherwise, I would be taking my Easter decorations down right now too, because I've had them up for like not that long. I don't have that much up, but I haven't been decorating much because I have been enjoying the simplicity of just not having a lot to move and dust and just being able to just get down to the problem. You know what I mean? So that's been working for me. Ooh, is this falling? Okay, and there's my stovetop now. So clean, right? I did not get through the whole list of things I wanted to do today. It was a lot harder than I thought just because of, oh my gosh, look at all this. You see, I'm not even done. You see what I cleaned and didn't get to clean in, right? This was like actual real life right now. But yeah, if I didn't have to do those dishes, we would have got through a lot more. So next time I'm gonna try not to do the dishes in the video, unless that's all I have to do, because we need to focus on what we need to do, like really get to. So we are in the certain amount of time. But let me show you in here. How long has it been? It's been a while. Ooh, shoot. It's been a while. So did I do a video in here? Oh, goodness. It's just going everywhere. I'll show you real quick. I have some supplies we can stock next time in the bathroom. But we had these beams put in. We still have this to repair here in the entryway because the garage was leaning. So we were trying to support it. So that's just kind of what's going on right there with that. So it's been kind of yucky. So I haven't really wanted to film that either. We put these lights in up here, which are really bright. I think I filmed a video and I just didn't have time to edit it. And that's kind of probably how you didn't see it yet. But we put these lights in right here that are really nice. That's kind of what's new. We got rid of our couches because I think one was so old. It started to get like something under it that I thought was mold. And I got scared because, you know, that furniture was here when we moved here. So we threw it out. My sister gave us this couch. The dogs ruined this couch. So when you think Mom Likely, when you think of Shauna, I want you to not think of nice furniture because that's something your girl don't got with these animals, okay? I don't know. Somewhere along the line, I said, hey, we should treat our animals like family. And yeah, they're like family, all right? Just fur everywhere, everywhere. But that's that. So if you want to clean in here next time, we'll do under the couch. We'll do under the cushions. It's gross. I'm warning you now. It's nasty. You might think less of me. But I know you've seen it before, so we can do that. Or we can clean upstairs. It's up to you. Let me know what you want to do. I am going to put this replay to roll back on playback after the live. So if you want to, if you missed it and you want to go back to the beginning or, you know, whatever, this is going to evolve. I promise it is. I have a plan. Like we're going to stick to like cleaning certain things. What is this? Hold on. we're going to stick to cleaning certain things, but this was the first one. Next time the orientation will be different, and we're going to have another set list, but we're not going to deal with the tedious dishes. So, but let me know what you think. Yes, I'm still cleaning people's houses. You're in Southeast Michigan too, right? Because that's where I'm at. So I'm actually on Google now, and I have my website up. So it's just me, and I bring people along when I can. Like I have one helper when we do larger jobs, but I am a full-time cleaning lady right now. Hi, Miss Fabo. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you missed more of the beginning, go back and watch it. And like I said, this whole concept and format is going to evolve, but this was the first one. And I'm excited to see like how it goes moving forward. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Wait, how do I end it, right? Oh my God, so unseasoned.